Hi, thank you for listening today. And you may be listening because your consultant asked you to help her with a challenge, or maybe you're listening because you're curious to find out a little bit about the Mary Kay business. Either way, thank you for taking the time and sharing this time with me. One of my favorite sayings in life is life can change on a dime. And the question is, are we going to be prepared? And that's where a Mary Kay business can fit in. Life can change in so many ways due to our health, loss of a job, or financially. And if it does, will you be prepared? That's where my story starts. My name is Carrie Kalin. I've been a Mary Kay for 28 years. I was a Mary Kay customer. I've been using Mary Kay products since I was 16. And I went to college. I graduated college with a fashion design degree. I worked in design for a little while. Then I was working for Bloomingdale's in management. I was bartending 4 nights a week, and I was working about 70 to 80 hours a week. I was burnt out at a young age. I was sick on a regular basis with strep throat because I was working 7 days a week and I had no time for myself. If I didn't work 7 days, I was able to pay my bills, barely pay my bills. If I worked the 7 days, then I was able to pay my bills with a little bit of extra, but I had no time to even enjoy life. So that's when I started looking at Mary Kay. My mother was a sales director of Mary Kay, and she had started the business when I was 16, and she had replaced her teaching income. She had the freedom and flexibility she wanted. She was happy all the time, and she was driving a free car. And I was single, broke, and frustrated. So I couldn't check any of those things off my list at that point. So I thought, you know what? I have nothing to lose with trying Mary Kay. Let me give it a shot. I already love the product. Let me see. Maybe there is something to this. I started it when I lived in Philadelphia, and I went to a meeting that was about 45 minutes from where I lived. But you know what I saw? I saw women who were having a lot of fun, making great money, and they weren't nearly working the hours that I was working. So that really caught my attention. And I just continued to work Mary Kay part-time around my full-time job at that point. I ended up moving back to New York because I thought I'd go back into design and I would start interviewing in Manhattan. Well, you know what? As I was doing that, I really was not enjoying that train ride. So I thought, maybe what would happen if I put my energy into building my Mary Kay business? And so that's what I decided to do. I decided to, you know what, I'm going to just try Mary Kay and see what I can do with it. So I did. I put my time and energy into building my Mary Kay business. A year and a half later, I won my first car and I became a sales director. I've been a sales director for 25 years, and I love this business because it has just, given me so many choices in life. As a single woman, I had incurred $30,000 in debt, and just working my Mary Kay business, I was able to pay that off in 2.5 years. And I was living on my own. I had earned my free car with Mary Kay, but I was able to work hard. But you know what I knew about myself? I worked hard whether I worked for somebody else, and I thought, if I'm going to work that hard for somebody else, what if I did that for me? What would that do for me? And you know what? If I was working for somebody else, I probably could have never paid off $30,000 in 2.5 years. So I just thought, you know what? I don't mind working hard. I just want to be paid well. I want to be appreciated. And so that was really important to me. I ended up getting married, and then when we got married, we bought our house, and my husband wasn't really thrilled with his business. So I told him, you know what, go ahead and quit your job and find something you love. And he did. And I was able to pick up all the payments, pay the mortgage, and do everything because I had put my Mary Kay business in place. Also when I was building my Mary Kay business, what I was thinking of is someday I wanted to get married and have a family. And when I had my children, how would I be able to stay home with them? Because I saw that most people needed two incomes. So I thought by building a Mary Kay business, it would allow me to have to be able to work from home and be home with my children the way I chose to be. And that's exactly what I did. And life can change on a dime. I had my first son, and my husband had just opened up a brand new business, and my son was born, and he was very sick. And then it was, he was in the hospital, and it was doctors and all of that. And that was totally unexpected. I thought I never would have expected that I had to actually then put all my time and attention on my son at that time. And Mary Kay teaches us to run our business with our faith first, family second, and career third. And from the top, they were telling me, you need to be with your son. And I never had to worry about my income because of everything I put in place. My income just maintained itself and I still got paid, and I was able to put my attention where I needed to be. I was so thankful at that time in my life that I was able to do it my way, and I didn't have to answer to anybody else about the choices I was making at that time. And yet my family didn't suffer financially because I had spent the time putting my, building my business the way I needed to. So I was so thankful for that. Also when my mother was building her business, she was also taking care of my grandmother. And so, that freedom and flexibility helped her with that as well. So, we've just seen that so many times. I am married. I have 3 children. I have a son who's 15 and 2 daughters who are 13 and 10. And life is, pretty busy with their schedules. And I love that right now. The freedom and the flexibility to work my schedule around theirs is worth its weight in gold to me. I can be there to put them on the bus, take them off the bus, do their homework, get them to their games, and just be able to be at everything the way I choose to be and do it on my own terms. Some of the things that I love is that, with Mary Kay, we are the highest paid direct selling company out there. We earn 50% on everything we sell. Well, that was a great commission. I thought, well, that's great. I could go out and, be with some women and help them feel and look their best, and I'm making money and having a good time. So this to me was a win-win. I love this, and I love building my customer base and meeting new people and just getting to know other people. And then our product is consumable, so it goes down the drain every night. So with good follow-up, I created great relationships with people, and they're reordering their products. And so I have this great reorder business that continues, where people, they call me up, we talk, they order their products, and it's great friendships. The people that I've met have been absolutely amazing. I love that Mary Kay meets our products meet all the FDA standards. They also meet the European safety standards, and that the ingredients in our products are also globally approved. And I'm so thankful for that because it's really important to me. I love sharing the business with other women because I've had such success, and I always wanted to, if anybody else is looking for that, I want them to learn about Mary Kay so that maybe they could do the same thing in their life and have the same choices that I have. And Mary Kay pays us for finding great women. And we earn a commission 4 to 13% and bonuses on top of that, depending on where you are in the career path, that continue as long as you're active and they're working their business. You're always going to get paid that. So it's pretty exciting, and that can be a really big part of your income on a monthly basis, which is great. And I know many people know us for the car program, our pink Cadillacs, and I've earned 2 pink Cadillacs during my career, and I've earned a total of 17 free cars. I've either taken the cash option at times, which I'm currently doing now, and a lot of times I've taken the car. But what I love about it is Mary Kay pays 100% of the lease on the car, had most of the insurance on it, which is awesome. It insures me and my husband. I can put as many miles on the car as I want. They don't, limit you with any of that. And I'm always driving a brand new car. I pretty much have a new car almost every 2 years because of the Mary Kay car program. I'm thankful that I never have to be in a car that's not working well. I'm always driving a brand new car. So I would say thank you, Mary Kay. That's been a huge savings over my career of I earned my car, it was about for 25 years I've been driving free with Mary Kay, so I'm so thrilled with that. We have a lot of great tax benefits in Mary Kay. From having a business in the home, you get to write off things that you're currently paying for. It could be like your computer or your internet service or your cell phone that you're using for your business. You get to write off a portion of a lot of things, so that's a great benefit. The encouragement and the support in Mary Kay is not like anything else I've experienced. People believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, and they always encouraged me, and that really helped to build my confidence and my self-esteem and what I thought about myself. When I worked for Bloomingdale's or when I worked in design, no one ever was telling me, hey, you're doing a great job, keep it up. Usually I only heard something if I didn't do it correctly. That was the only time. But in Mary Kay, they're always praising you to success and helping you to be your best. And sometimes, we don't see our best, but somebody else does. And I so appreciate the amazing mentors I've had in my life that have helped me to be that. And that's probably the best part of the best thing I've taken away from this business is who I've become in the process. Because see, when I started Mary Kay, when I was 24. I was very shy. I loved makeup and I loved fashion, but as far as being outgoing, I definitely was not that. And I really, I didn't really know anybody, so it was not an easy place for me to start this business. But what I wanted more than anything was, I love a challenge and I wanted to be successful. So I was able to put my fear aside and kind of work through it and keep doing the things that I saw other women doing. And I was like, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. So I just kept working on that. But as I did that, I overcame those fears, and it helped me to become a more outgoing and confident woman. And that's probably the greatest gift that I have taken from this business, is who I've become in the process. So, you can't go take a course on how to be more confident. But being in a business like Mary Kay, we always say it's like a personal development course. It's so amazing, and you feel so good about yourself and your accomplishments, and you have great people around you, and the company is amazing also. So, Mary Kay for a lot of people is a great plan B in life, because, again, you never know how life can change, and life could change on a dime. And if you've got something where you can kick it into gear and make the extra money you might need to make up financially, or, just sometimes our Mary Kay business, when we've hit challenges in our life, we've put our time and energy into our Mary Kay business, and it's gotten us through those hard times. And I know for me personally, there's been a few times that I've really needed to really just, divert my energy into something positive. So I'm so thankful for that. Do you know that Mary Kay is one of the only direct selling companies that offers a retirement program as well? And when you reach our national sales director position, which is our highest position in Mary Kay, our nationals have a retirement program with a 15-year payout and survivor benefits. The average income around that, around that position ranges, but around 250,000, and they retire on 60% of their income. That's averaged out, and it gets paid out for 15 years. And so, someone's always going to be paid for the time that you put in, because if something happened to you, it would go to your husband. If something happened to him, it would go to your kids. Someone's going to reap the benefit of all the hard work you did. What an amazing set up for that part of your life, and just for all the time and energy you put in. But if you want to work and get to that position, but maybe you just want to make an extra $100 a week, and you could do that with Mary Kay too. And I love that, because when we get paid, that's our money, our profits right there for us. So when someone pays us for product, half of that is our profit. So we make money instantly, and that's one of the things I love. There's a lot of recognition along the way. They praise us every quarter for our sales. We earn diamond rings and the card program and all different things. And if you love recognition, which I do, you'll love this part of the business and just being rewarded for doing a great job. To start Mary Kay, it's only $100, and in that is this beautiful starter kit with over with all your products that you need to hold your appointments, and you get to use those products to demonstrate, share the product, share what you love, and see where it goes. The best part is there's no commitment. You try it, you have a year to try it any way you want to. And if you don't like it, any unopened products that you have, Mary Kay will take back, and they'll give you 90% of your costs back if that's unopened inventory that you purchased. I mean, you have a guarantee to try it, and you have nothing to lose, but you have everything to gain. I always say $100 will never change your standard of living, but it could change your life. You never know what's coming in that starter kit that the future has for you, and what amazing things you can do. There are two types of people that will tell you cannot make a difference in this world: those who are afraid to try themselves, and those who are afraid you will succeed. So, when you're thinking about Mary Kay, think about what it could do for you and your family. Your story might be like mine. You'll create your own amazing story and have your own great successes along the way. But either way, if you don't try, you'll never know. But if you give it a try, you might find something you absolutely love. And I just want to thank you for taking the time to listen to my story today. Thank you for helping your consultant. And please let her know that you finished watching this video. And if you have any further questions, go ahead and ask her. And thank you for just sharing your time with me today, and have a great day.